You, let's talk.
Yes, my previous on this issue is it that they want to drive away drug criminal element there, or that the electricity body wants to work there? It should be defined.
Okay.
Give me an answer to that.
No, but they've already. When I read application, I mentioned to you, that's a location from what was said, belongs to the TCN, right? According to Mukhtar Galadima, who happens to be the director of the Department of Development Control. All right, so he said that popular timber shield market, Lube, was not approved. In fact, according to him, behind high tension lines, and, he said it belongs to the TCN. All right. And also, Mr. Olumoji also said that is also one of the sorts of, the fighting activities that, pave way for crime. Okay? So, asking, I've answered. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Good morning.
This is Barista.
Barrister Hassan, great to hear from you this morning. Let's talk.
Yes. Around that loop area.
Okay.
And I can tell you that timber shed area is a big economic activity that has been going on for many years.
Okay.
The authorities kept quiet. It was not right. What about it notice? Kept quiet, did not do anything. And you know that we have dense population in Abuja now. And 40 of houses sites for citizen activities. Government not provided it. And the constitution actually guarantees access to housing for every Nigerian. You understand?
Okay.
And so, the ways of handling these things is that if you see any illegal movement or site cropping up, you immediately take steps to stop that situation. You don't wait until settle down, invest a lot of money before the police. Law enforcement has to come forth. Secondly, when there are illegal settlement that you need to bring down, to create alternative places to locate them. And in fact, I heard you, as in the state, I think everybody started it. He shifted from the initial way of just bringing out demolition settlement and provide alternative land who are affected. This is how to go about it.
Okay.
Then secondly, there is this South American method of upgrading to appropriate habitation. Islam, then you take architect, see how you can remove there. Yes, that's law. Then lastly, the master plan of Abuja has to be revisited because even the government has severally lacerated and and mutilated the master plan. I understand that even as well, those vote to where it is now. Understand?
All right, so Barrister Hassan. All right.
Yes.
Thanks for your thoughts.
Well done.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, it is, of course, what's happening in Abuja on your number one talk station of the nation. And I'm asking, what better way? What are the better ways? Or what better way do you think that this demolition exercises, how best do you think they should be carried out? What do you think could be done to cushion the effect of what of the people that were affected? Let's talk. Hello.
Good morning, Black Coffee.
Good morning.
Unusual Black Coffee. On morning, what's happening in Abuja? How are you doing?
I'm good.
This is Adeomi Coffee. I greet all the previous callers.
All right, Adeomi. Great to hear from you.
I want to ask, this our leader, why is it that it's only poor people they are always against?
Well,
A lot of illegal building are in Asokoro in Maitama. They will not tell themselves that the building did not deserve it. Just like what Mr. Waka said earlier, you need us. After you use us, you dump us. This is what happened under the previous government. The same man you mentioned, Mr. Galadima, or what is his name, he has been talking about the power line that they build on that. But I want to ask them, where are they all this while? Are they not watching when people are doing this? When do people are building the so-called illegal building that they are talking about? Let's see what they will put there now. They are saying it belongs to TCN. The TCN, they will not use the portion of the land. I mean, they will use one side of the land. The same people will go and build plants there. The same politicians, the same rich people. And again, they are always insulting us. I said it again. Every time they want to do demolition, they went to Pape. Ikarata was telling us, hoodlum, and they think okay, they see India and there. Why did they talk about themselves that a man who perpetrated evil killed over how many people in Mandela and bomb blast? You remember Blaq in 2012, December 25, 2012, was arrested and landed in somebody's house in Asokoro. Do they mention that? They will not talk about that. It is only where promises live. Woodlum, India. Why are they like this? And go and ask them, where is the evidence? There is nothing like something like that. They just feel like that.
Well, Adomi. A lot of
cases like that.
All right, Adomi.
Remember, they are nobody before they become what they come today. Many of all these
Adomi, thank you so much for your thoughts. I've listened to you, but I also want to make okay, all right. I will also want to mention that in recent times, it's been going on for a bit. I've had friends who have been attacked, at the early evenings with knives. In fact, a friend of mine although this was around the Julius Berger Junction area. Another one was around that Lube axis. The truth is, yes, I get where I feel your pain. I understand where you're coming from. But at the same time, if you really look at this, yes, the issue of the crime rates and what's going on, talking about squashing, the criminals and all that, don't you think it's also very important? I'm just asking. All the same, let's talk. What are your thoughts? Because the question now is, what are the better ways? What two ways would you recommend? How can this be sorted, handled in a way? Because the truth is, I know the people that are in this, were affected by this demolition. Most of them are, not doing too well. They're all struggling, trying to make ends meet. Okay? I know that there's been prior notification on that for them to leave. Like I said before, they've been giving prior notice, and all of that. Notes and all of that. But what better way? That's the question. What better way? How best can this be handled? Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and location?
Yeah, my name is Nifedi.
All right, let's talk.
Yes, I'm actually speaking right from around the timber shade market in Blaq.
All right.
Yeah, the situation there is very pathetic. And you see, I lived there for a very long period of time. As a government that is not responsive enough. Honestly speaking, look at the of Lugbe. There is no way you can have a seat that is apportioned for these traders. You understand it? In as much as we don't add any ethnic coloration, Arubam, so I have to sit place for people to understand. We should look at the direction it's going to. You understand it? There are markets in Lugbe here. There are people that are dominating that place from a certain part of the country, but not attach this criminality. Why is it that it is only where guys are doing their business that Buba Galadima, what's his name, will not attach criminality to it? But thank God that Barrister Hassan said, know him, and I know where you stay around that place. You see, the fact remains that if you live in Federal Highway, you will know that these guys are doing legitimate business. If PM or TCN are saying they are occupying their land, there is nothing stopping government control or NCDA apportioning another man for these evil guys to do the thing. Go there and see what is happening now. Come and see the inhumanity that is going on.
All right, thank you.
Or saying that when they are saying they want to go and fight Boko Haram, go there and see now. I'm around there. It is pathetic, and we shouldn't be treating ourselves this way in this country.
All right, thank you for your thoughts. Keep it locked on the 95.1 Nigeria Info. I'm going to go on a quick commercial break. You can send in your takes via WhatsApp before I get back on. Of course, I'm not leaving you. We're going to go pay some bills and be right back. But before I go, let's see if I can check the WhatsApp port quickly and see if there are any messages I can read out quickly before we head into the commercial break. Okay, so this reads. Okay, let's see. Yes, this reads coffee. Nice to hear you this morning. Trust you're doing great. My question is, how long have those guys been there? What has the government been doing since these guys have been developing these areas? Why leave people to set up, invest, and then come to destroy? Who and who collected monies for them? Or did they just move in there and start up without paying any dues? Some people in the FTA should be answerable for this. Settlers shouldn't suffer this. They will not be allowed to suffer this. All right, I'll go on this quick. Keep it locked.
Solar World Electric Technology Limited has launched a new branch at Prime.
My name is Elder Emma Okoro. I'm interested in rebuilding my nation. And so I have to join the beginning of cleaning of the environment. The Gariki environment here is totally filthy and unhealthy for people. So when Mayor Fortune decided Abuja should come out, I decided to join because it's for the good of our people, our children, our wives, and our families. That's why I'm part of this group, so that I'll be part of those who have started the journey to rebuild Nigeria.
In case you are wondering, well, my name is Fortune. I'm the mayor of the FCT, and I am excited about this initiative. I believe it's going to be a big one. This is the first of many. We are coming to your area very soon. So we expect you to come out. We expect you to put your hands on the plow. It's high time we stop complaining. Let's get something done. If the government is refusing to do it, or they are overwhelmed because they can't do everything, let's do what we can do and hold them accountable for the rest. I think that's what this is about. It's not about politics, not about anybody. It's about people coming out to do what they believe they can do to help their society and the environment at large. That's the thrust for us, and that is why we are here. I'm excited, and I thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
Audio Jungle.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
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 This is Nigeria Info.
On What's Happening Abuja, on your number one talk station of the nation. It is 31 minutes past 10 o'clock. And yes, the topic of discussion this morning is very simple. I was reading a message here, I remember, before the advert break. I'm going to take it from the top again. So, Nally Blaq, nice to hear you in the morning. Trust you're doing great. My question is, how long has this guys been there? What have the government been doing since these guys have been developing these areas? Why leave people to set up, invest, and then you come to destroy? Who and who collected monies from then? Or did they just move in there and start off without paying any dues? Some people in the FCD should be answerable to this. Those settlers shouldn't suffer this. They should not be allowed to set up in the first place. But if you need to resettle people, you should get them alternative accommodation before demolition. After all, this is one of the responsibilities of the government. And that was from Nancy. All right, and then another one here reads, Good morning, Black Coffee. My little stay in Abuja showed me that the city is for the rich alone. The poor has no place in Abuja. The big mansions you see around have stewards, gardeners, cleaners, and security people working for the owners. This group of people have no accommodations within. This gives rise to shanties and illegal occupants. Displacing or demolishing their houses requires provision of alternatives. It is not out of place to have low-cost houses that can be affordable to the poor. Attaching criminality to demolish these structures will end up breeding more criminals. And this is from Chima in Apo. All right, thank you so much, Chima, for your contribution. And, all right, let's see. I want Amy to look over. I know, like, this. Okay. I don't like this government. JJ and Kuje. All right, JJ. And then Jacob O'Day sent in, he's in Madala. He says, Black Coffee of night, good morning on the morning show. People should make a proper investigation before settling down in a particular environment to avoid lamentation when action is taken tomorrow. However, government should make a convenient arrangement to house the affected individuals before embarking on demolition. All right, Jacob O'Day, thanks for your take on the matter. And, okay, I've seen this is a birthday shout out. Okay, that comes up in the 11 o'clock hour. And this reads, Good morning, Black Coffee. Thank you this morning for the update. This is Chinelo. My contribution this morning is that during demolition with this present situation of the country is purely inhuman. Where will they want them to go to start their lives again? It is wickedness. I didn't say make government let government not do demolition, but let there be a provision on ground before the exercise. People are struggling to eat. Some are committing suicide because of hardship. Government should have a rethink. Where were they when the structures are being raised? All right. Thank you for that one. And feel free to call in and let's discuss this. 0700 951 0000. 0700 951 0000. Let's talk. Okay? All right, let's talk. 0700 951 0000. We also have 080 999 30137. Hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning again, Black Coffee. Well done.
Thank you, Larba.
Yes, these demolitions, very, very sad and unfortunate. Even 20 years ago, let alone 15 years ago, 5 years ago, this most trying of the last 6, 8, 9 months that many people have ever been through in this country it's unbelievably irresponsible, especially because they are the government, so it looks as if when they do something it can't be illegal. I hope there are civil service organizations, legal representation that yes, it will take time, but so that one day we'll be talking, whether it's in 2 years or 3, 4 years, talking about judgments coming down, finding the government liable for those because there are some of these people that have documentation for having bought land. That's why people are saying officialdom. There are officials that have to be held responsible because you sell land that is not people were doing it even in the 90s. So I can only imagine now selling plots that were not in the master plan for to be built upon whatsoever. And that's why you could have a whole row of what were huge mansions somewhere in Zone 5, I think it was, and I don't know where else in town, being demolished like almost 20 years ago now, over 15 years ago. Huge, you can imagine the money that went into all of that. There were some government agencies housed in some of those buildings that were paying rent to the individuals that owned them. And it's the same government that sold, left and right hand. You can't say you don't know what the other is doing. So it's even illegal. I hope some people get judgments that show that the government is acting this irresponsibly and illegally. And you kept on asking, is 2 months enough? It's nowhere near enough. Even under the law, somebody that is illegally staying somewhere because the landlord has given them notice to quit and they don't move. You can't just move them out overnight because you even own the property. That's someone that they don't actually have the right to be there, but because of the right, a matter of natural and human rights and natural justice to say shelter is a necessity for human beings. So you don't just put people out into the streets. And yet we have a government that happily does it week in, week out, month in, month out. It's really terrible. Going forward, some of the ways that they're supposed to improve this thing. I was thinking about it earlier, even before this topic came up, because of people talking about already money, and it was only a matter of time. It wasn't a question of saying, until the day comes that an event that one of our teams, football or another sport, will go for, and there's zero money that was supposed to be given, and it doesn't get given. All this stealing of money, it has to be criminalized. That any public official that is found responsible for having stolen, let's say in excess of 20,000, it has to be a really low number. People have to have the threat of prison time, not just fines, for some of these things to reduce. And so people who have sold plots that were never meant to be, that were not designed for sale, and for building purposes. They need to be put in prison. That's the truth of the matter.
Wow. Okay.
Among many solutions. Yes, we have to criminalize this corruption. It's too much. It has to be criminalized. In China, I'm not saying that it should be death penalty here, but there are officials that have been killed because of having engaged in corruption.
All right, Laraba. Thank you so much for your
corruption.
thoughts.
Yes. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. What better way would you advise that, this demolitions be handled? Let's talk. Hello? Hello? Good morning.
Good morning, Blaq.
Good morning. What's your name and location?
My name is Engineer Ola.
All right, Engineer Ola, please can you turn off your radio?
I'm calling you from Jos at the moment.
From Jos.
I'm watching you on I'm watching on YouTube.
All right.
And I'm enjoying your program.
Okay.
You're talking about demolition, right?
Yes.
Thank you very much, my sister. And you know about this demolition happening in the federal capital, because I stay in the federal capital. And several times I've heard people come out, there is a plan, master plan. Like coffee, please. Can you please, can I ask the government, what is the master plan without the people, without the plans? See, let me tell you something. Nigerian government doesn't have a plan. That is why you see when this government come in, you remove subsidy, then you're not looking up for how you are going to cushion the effects for the people. See, you have to come up with a plan to cushion because the people matter first. You understand? The people matter first. And that thing get me upset anytime when people come up, it's a plan. The one that they have a plan, that they build estates around everywhere, that nobody is staying inside.
All right.
What happened to those estates? You understand?
Well,
So people should come up with what and look at the people first.
All right. Thank you so much.
Plan. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for your thoughts and keep enjoying the show. All right. It is still what's happening in Abuja. I'm going to, give way for a sponsorship program that's coming up right now. But the show continues. Remember the birthday shout outs coming in the 11 o'clock hour. Let's talk. Keep it on the dial. Your number one talk station, 95.1 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.
This is Nigeria Info.